S.S. Rajamouli. When I ask people about his movies, they say grandeur, visual spectacle, larger than life, graphics, high production values, and so on. Of course, his movies has all that. But what I feel about this man is he is a storyteller first, a master storyteller. So, how does he tell the stories better? What sets him apart from many of the filmmakers out there? So for that, I'll be using Baahubali-The Beginning as a reference to showcase what this fuss is all about. There are 5 major points that I want to discuss about his storytelling. This is your break the format. Without waiting further, let's go. Point number 1. Plans and idea. Let me tell you a small story. It is a windy night. A tourist is looking for a hotel to stay. At last he finds a hotel. But when he asks for a room, the manager says, "Sorry, the rooms are booked." But the assistant whispers something in his ears. Hesitantly, the manager says, "Look, I can give you a room number 001 in basement, but please do not go to room number 004. So here, not only that tourist, but as an audience too, we are curious, what's in 004? This is what planting idea mean. As an audience, at subconscious level, we will be waiting for that to get revealed or get answered. So coming to the movie, let us see where he used this trick. First, Shivagami is helplessly holding this baby and stranded in the river. Now she appeals to God that it doesn't matter if you take my life for my sins, but this baby needs to survive. As a first time audience, we are like, who is she? What sins did she make? And why are there soldiers coming to kill her? He planted this idea and we are right away glued to the chair and will be waiting for these to get answered. Second, Balla will be interacting with Devasena that you said no to me and yes to him. And Mahishmati has forgotten him. Here we don't know which guy Balla is referring to, and we are also curious what happened between them. What did she do and why does he hold so much of grudge for her? Third, while Bijala is justifying the weapon distribution, someone tears away the tent cover and says Bahubali has ordered to pick all those covers. Even here, you wanted to know why did he ask for the tent covers the day before the war. Fourth, when a guy steals away the military secrets, we are like, who is this guy and who did he give away the secrets to? So once Rajamouli plants the ideas, this question will be rolling in your head. And if someone asks you to leave the cinema hall right away, you can't do that. Point number 2. Doesn't give away the idea or narration straight to the viewer. Let me tell you one small thing. Suppose it's your birthday today. Now someone gifted you something in a wrapped paper. Now you are curious, excited and also thrilled to know what is inside it. Contrary to this, if someone gives you gift directly unwrapped, you will be not as thrilled or excited or involved as the former. This is the essence of this point. So, coming to the movie, let me point out where he used this trick. First, in this scene, Shiva's foster mom, Sangha, will be offering prayers to Lord Shiva. But someone comes towards her in a hurry and complains, "Look what your son has done." It involves me as an audience to see what has happened. This could also be shown with him breaking down the statue directly, but this is not as engaging as the former. Second, Shiva breaks the Lord Shiva statue and carries it to somewhere. We are like, where is he taking that? At the end of the song, finally it reveals to that him keeping it under the waterfall. Again, not giving away that gift directly. Third, when the one last guy is questioned with how did you get the amulet, he reveals that one of your guy has entered our territory and we killed him. We are like, who are these guys and what is their motto? Fourth, Bahubali during the wartime will be releasing a big sized cloth cover tied to stones into the air. Now we are like, wait, what is he doing with this? Slowly, when one of the guy comes out of the trap and smells the fuel, it cuts to Bahubali's arrow with the fire, revealing that the cover is flammable. So there are so many other scenes with this pattern. Observe them and comment it down if you find them. Point number 3. Characters introduction. Let me tell you another thing. Let's say this is your first day in the office. Now a teammate approaches you and says, be careful with your manager. You will be like, okay, what's the big deal in that? Now, if two or three more teammates warn you the same thing, at this point, this character is running your mind. You are more curious and more prepared about who this guy is even before meeting him. There are many instances in the movie where we hear about the characters from someone else even before that character is revealed. For example, Kattappa is talked about here.
కరికాల కట్టప్ప నాడ కట్టప్ప
Now, Ballala Deva,
భల్లాల దేవుని భల్లాల దేవుడు
Devasena.
రాణి దేవసేనను
Now, Baahubali. Even the Kalkayas are talked about by Sakethudu.
కాలకేయులడు.
Point number 4, problems and conflict. When a character gets everything easily without any effort, no story cooks out of it. But only when it gets tough, it gets interesting. Rajamouli uses them extensively in his storytelling. Number 1, problem. Problem is described as something which is a blocker for a character to achieve something. For example, in this song, he is doing something unachievable, keeping his life at stake. How can he overcome and climb the mountain? Second, Shiva and Avantika are now attacked by more and more soldiers. How do they get away from this situation? And soon, Avantika legs are tied down. Now Shiva rolls that stone onto the snow and makes them lose their grip. Now it's all right. But wait, the avalanche is coming down. Oh god, how do they overcome this now? This is how the problems are created and solved. Third, when Shiva gets to save Devasena, there is a fire stack in front of him. Now again, how does he overcome this? See, problems are thrown like anything and we are instantly hooked. Second, conflict is a disagreement or clash between two or more parties. When there is a conflict, there is a tension created over how does this shape out too. First, Shiva's mom doesn't want him to climb the mountain, but he goes climbing it. And his mom doesn't even want to break the lingam, but he does. In the second instance, Kattappa says this sword is not powerful enough for their speed. Then Aslam threatens to challenge with his sword. What happens now and how will he overcome that? Third, Kattappa pleads to release Devasena right away, but Devasena reverts back with all the fierceness that she doesn't want to get released just like that. So there are close to 30 scenes which either have some problem underneath or some conflict that needs to be overcome. Point number 5, punches in the gut when you least expect it. Audience has evolved over the years and they are already expecting what happens next. But if something else happens which is not in their line of belief, they feel shocked or surprised. This is called punch in the gut moment. So some moments from the story are: first, when Avantika was followed by someone and Shiva is also in the scene. I literally thought Shiva saves Avantika and gains some friendship. But when she kills the first guy on her own, that was my first punch in the gut moment. Second, in the last moments of the war, Baahubali will be pointing the sword at the neck of the Kalakaya's chief. But when he lifts to kill, Balla gives a sudden blow. This is another moment. Third, at the end of the movie, when Kattappa is saying that nothing is more dangerous than backstabbing, and Shiva asks who killed Baahubali, and of course we are expecting that Ballal Deva has killed him. Then he reveals that it's none other than himself. This is another punch in the gut moment. At the end of the movie, he made us leave with some questions, making us await for the second part, and which made everyone come back to the theaters. These are the reasons why I agree that Rajamouli is a master storyteller. You might be doubting or thinking, did he really plan all this? I would say this guy is a madman. He sat with this art form for years together and he knows what works and what doesn't. Not just this movie, he has been a master storyteller from the very start. And I am eagerly waiting to experience Triple R and look up to any new tricks he comes up with. So if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. We'll be coming with more interesting videos in the future.